Time is silent, but it changes everything. It can lift a life, or it can break one. Steve Jobs once said time is our most limited resource. Cristiano Ronaldo trains daily with strict discipline. But what about someone who keeps wasting his days? What about a boy who feels trapped in laziness? Can a student struggling with failure really transform his future? Today's story will give you the answer. Stay with me till the end. In a small riverside town lived a 19-year-old boy named Ryan. He was quiet and thoughtful, loved machines and numbers, and dreamed of becoming an engineer. He wanted to build bridges and tall buildings to give his parents a better life. His father, Marco, worked at the busy marketplace, carrying heavy sacks on his shoulders daily, his shirt soaked with sweat even in winter. His mother, Aria, stitched clothes near a small window, her fingers covered in tiny cuts from needles. They never complained. They only said, "Study well, son." Ryan would nod, but inside he felt restless. He'd wake up late, promising to start studying after lunch, then after dinner, then tomorrow. His phone stayed in his hands for hours, filled with videos, games, and endless scrolling. At night, guilt would visit him. He'd look at his sleeping parents, hear his father coughing softly, and his chest would feel heavy. He'd whisper, "I will change." But morning would come, and nothing changed. His best friend Ethan often warned him. Ethan studied daily under a small lamp and once said softly, "Ryan, time runs fast." Ryan just laughed it off, but deep inside, fear was growing. Then, exam results day arrived. Students gathered near the college board, excitement filling the air. Ryan felt cold, very cold. His hands trembled as he searched for his name. He found it. He had failed 2 subjects. The world went silent for a moment. His classmates avoided his eyes. One boy whispered, "He is careless." Shame burned inside him. Tears formed, but he held them back. Ethan placed a hand on his shoulder, but Ryan pulled away, feeling unworthy. At home, his father asked gently, "How was it?" Ryan couldn't speak. His mother understood from his silence and forced a small smile. "It is okay," she said softly, but Ryan saw the pain in her eyes. That night, he cried quietly, feeling he had failed not just his exams, but his family. The next evening, he walked to the river. The sky was gray, the water moving endlessly. An old fisherman named Daniel, known for his wisdom, sat nearby. Daniel noticed Ryan's red eyes and asked gently, "Heavy heart?" Ryan nodded, and the words poured out of him. His laziness, his wasted hours, his shame, his fear of staying poor forever. Daniel listened carefully and after a long silence said softly, "Come tomorrow before sunrise." The next morning felt different. The air was cool and fresh. Daniel handed Ryan a clay pot filled with water. "Hold this while standing on my boat," he said. Ryan stepped onto the wooden boat as it rocked slightly. "Do not spill," Daniel added. The boat moved with the current. A sudden wave hit the side and water spilled. Ryan tried to steady himself, his arms shaking, his mind wandering. More water spilled. "I can't do this," he said in frustration. Daniel replied calmly, "Try again." Day after day they repeated the task. Sometimes villagers laughed, and children pointed and giggled. Ryan felt embarrassed, but he continued. Very slowly his grip became firm, his breathing steady. He learned to ignore the noise. On the 7th morning, the sun rose beautifully. Ryan stood strong, and as the boat rocked, his hands did not shake. Almost no water spilled. Daniel smiled gently. "Time is like this water," he said. "If you are careless, it escapes. If you are focused, it stays. The river is life. It will always move. You cannot control the river, but you can control your hands." Ryan felt those words deeply. Memories flashed before him. The wasted mornings, the useless scrolling, the broken promises. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He finally understood that laziness wasn't comfort. It was quiet destruction. Time wasn't his enemy. His lack of discipline was. Something powerful awakened inside him, a new fire, a calm determination. From the next day, everything changed. He woke before sunrise. He studied while others slept. He limited his phone use and created small daily goals. Ethan joined him in early study sessions, and they encouraged each other. Weeks passed, then months. Ryan's confidence grew. His father noticed the change, and his mother smiled more often. When the next exam results came, Ryan felt calm. He looked at the board. He had passed all subjects. Not just passed, he ranked near the top. His father hugged him tightly. His mother cried with joy. Ethan cheered loudly. Ryan felt proud, but more than pride, he felt peace. He had learned to value his time. Time flows like a river for everyone. If you waste it, it slips away forever. If you protect it, it builds your dreams. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more stories that can change your life.